In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to switch from controller to keyboard and mouse for Call of Duty Modern Warfare and for Warzone. There's also going to be bonus tips and so much information that you can take away from this video to get yourself started and moving over to keyboard and mouse. I made a similar video for Fortnite, which you could say done pretty well, but overall the response was amazing. A lot of people thanked me for helping them, so I thought I would do the same for this new Call of Duty game. So I have spent the last 2 weeks dedicated to keyboard and mouse. No controller, just straight up keyboard and mouse. I had to engage myself in it so that I can give you guys the best tips on how to get better, how to move over, and some bonus tips to help you get started. So no more wasting time, guys. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. We upload crazy content, vlogs, skits, gameplay, live streams, the whole shebang. So make sure to subscribe, push notifications on. But let's start off this video. So before we get into your settings, key bindings, everything else about training you, if you don't have a PC to play on, you can plug in your keyboard and mouse to your PS4 or your Xbox. Any keyboard and mouse that connects via USB, plug it in and you can do the exact same tutorial on that system. But guys, if you really want to start using keyboard and mouse, you have to commit. You can't switch between controller and keyboard and mouse. You have to dedicate yourself for X amount of time to just go out there and practice using the keyboard and mouse. It's the only way that you're going to get better at keyboard and mouse is if you use the keyboard and mouse. So let's move over to some settings. Okay, so I switched over to my recording software instead of my editing software to show you guys settings. Now, settings super important when it comes to moving to keyboard and mouse. You want to get down your mouse sensitivity and your ADS, and the only way you can do that is by changing it, practicing it, and finding what's right for you. Normally, if you start on a lower mouse sensitivity and lower DPI, it's going to be easier for you to control, especially if you're brand new to keyboard and mouse, but you want to slowly increase it or find what works for you. Normally, I have a low sensitivity but high ADS. I find that's what works for me, and that's exactly what I use. The mouse ADS is the button that you click on your mouse. For those of you who don't know, it controls the slight almost sensitivity. So you see me going in a circle right here. If I turn up my ADS on my mouse, that's what's happening. The speed of it is crazy. Like, I'm gonna turn it up one more even. It goes very nuts. So I've got mine like this, exactly how I like it, with my sensitivity at 10. So you can't copy that directly. I mean, you can if you want, but find what works for you. The aim down sight, the ADS, I've got mine on Legacy because I don't like by nature, it's by on this relative. I have mine on Legacy. And then I have turned down my ADS speed just a tiny bit, so I have a bit more control when I'm aiming in, so it's not just wild. But yeah, that's how I like my settings. Again, guys, you're gonna have to play around with yours and find out what you like and what works for you. So I've left all of this clear. Some other tips is your key bindings. Key bindings are so important. It's the main feature of having a keyboard, okay? It's the main feature of having a keyboard. You get to control what button does what. Something that we started seeing Fortnite adapt for controller, which is awesome, but for keyboard and mouse, it's so important. I will show you all of mine right here to see how I like it. It all comes down to personal preference, okay? How you like it, I might not like. How I like it, you may not like. And it only comes by playing around and seeing what key bindings you like. But let me just show you what I've got for mine. If we scroll down here, so we got move forward, back, forward, left, right, yeah. Use I have as F, we have mantle, I have and jump, space. Crouch and slide, it's the back button on the side of my mouse. So if I want to just quickly slide, I can do it on my mouse, which is super helpful. And crouch, which is okay. Prone, I've got my left control, easy to hit. You want to make it closer to where your hand is going to be touching, because if you have something on the right hand side of the keyboard, you're going to be going like this just to press a button. You don't have the time for that. If you think about a controller, you can just click any button like in seconds, you know. It's got to be nearby your fingers and what you can press quickly. So yeah, all of that's fine. I have my left shift for tactical sprint, gesture spray is T, all of that's fine, just a little bonus. Right, weapon and equipment. So here's my settings, guys. I'm not going to talk through each one. It just comes down to personal preference. What you might like, I might not like. I've got my mouse. So if I click 1 or 2 on my keyboard, it just switches between them. If I press 2 twice, it's going to switch back to my original weapon. If I press 1 twice, it's going to switch back to my original weapon. I don't need X amount of keys because you only have 2 weapons. So wall mount, I've got on the front button on my mouse, or Z. Never used Z before for it. Alternate fire, L. The reason it's L and across the keyboard is because it's very rare that I'm going to select this. And if I do, I'm just going to press it on the other side, you know, because I'm not going to be in an urgent fight. Melee is E, quick access. We've got scroll up for my lethal, which is interesting. Q for my tactical equipment. N for vision goggles. Field upgrades. And yeah, just showing you through my settings right now. See all this, blah blah blah. You can stop at any point if you want to see something specific or you want to try and get it exactly like mine. Apply one, nah, apply all. Actually no, we've got to apply one because I can choose both. But yeah, that's how I have mine, guys. That is how I have mine. It's super important to customize your key bindings to exactly how you like it. Now graphics is something you're gonna have to do if you own a PC. You're gonna have to see what works for your system. It's all different. But a couple of bonus things that was really gonna help you in your settings. Field of view. If you're playing keyboard and mouse, this has helped me massively. It makes a massive area of vision compared to what you would usually see, which you can see here. This is what the normal vision is. With 120, you get to see so much more. And it is really helpful. It does give you a bit of an advantage, which is kind of cool. ADS field of view independent. We've got brightness. All of this is fine. There is a couple of things. The minimap shape I have set to square because you actually see more. You're never going to see anything in that top left corner, and it's minimap rotation. I've got my rotation on, but obviously you do you, boo. You do you. These aren't specific things that are going to really help you, but you know what? It has to be to your liking. You have to go try something. If it doesn't work, try something else. If it doesn't work, try something else until you get how you like it, you know? But yeah, right. So those are my settings. Those are my key bindings. Let's talk about how you can practice. Okay, guys. So we're on to the how do you practice section of the video. Now, if you don't have multiplayer, the core game, then the only way you can practice is by going into Warzone, going to highly populated areas, like jump out when everyone else jumps out, and just try and get kills and practice that way. Call of Duty have been offering like free weekends, so occasionally on a weekend they're like, go on, try multiplayer, see what you think on like these maps. That's going to be a great way for you to practice if you don't own the core game. And obviously if you own the core game, you can load into any multiplayer match at any time, which is going to help you with your aiming, your moving, getting used to your keys. But the one thing that you really want to do is set up a little private match, free-for-all game, set your time to unlimited and set your score to unlimited, just like so. And yep, then you just want to go to bot setup, put in as many bots as you like to practice against. I normally go max when I'm practicing. Put them at recruit, regular, hardened, or veteran, or mixed, depending on how confident you are in your ability. I recommend recruit, especially if you're starting. Set up your classes, maybe get some guns ready, and you just want to go into a match just like that and play against the bots, practice until you get better. So I hope this video was informative and you got something from it. It's made for people who are switching and brand new to keyboard and mouse. So I really do hope this video was informative. Guys, we make lots of other content here, so if you want to check out some of my stuff, stuff. We got some amazing videos that people seem to love, so I'd appreciate the support. But guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you need any help. I'll be responding to you guys. Have a fantastic day and peace.